is going? How was your day?
The day is pretty well and I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm doing well too. Thanks for asking. And you are looking quite, wonderful today. I like the hairstyle of yours.
Oh, just I didn't to come here.
No, you kind of look good in that one. I try a lot to have, this kind of spikes thing, but it doesn't go well with my face type because, it's kind of round. So either
Um,
you need to get an oval face or I'm not sure how to say it, but a square one. Not really round. So my face type is round, so it doesn't look good if I make my hair straight up.
okay. But you look better in this hairstyle.
Well, I'm out of options. When you are born and brought up in a military background family, you are not supposed to keep long hair. That's an unsaid rule. And
Uh,
yeah, you must have had this experience in your childhood. Like, our parents, they usually said, hey, you should get your hair cut and you shouldn't be able
and,
to, get a hold of it. Like, it should be that much less. If you
true,
can
true.
hold it, like, yeah, you are wasting money. Don't do it.
True,
Anyways,
true.
so how is the weather at your place? I just want to ask because it is really hot here.
Oh,
Around
there. But
39. It's 39 degrees Celsius today.
oh my God. But here it is like it is cloudy and it was raining in the morning. So
Mhm.
pretty cool.
From Haryana.
Okay, okay, I see.
So you could consider it the second most hottest because first one is Rajasthan. Of course, they got a big desert there, and right after that, it's our turn. The next might be some of the areas of Delhi and Faridabad, although that's a part of Haryana too. The reason
Okay.
is we don't have a big forest cover, and the climate is, the soil, it's kind of semi-arid. The rainfall, it's pretty low, unlike your place, which is somewhat closer to the Bengal, Bay of Bengal. Well, we got a topic for today's session, and we do have another option of having a random chit chat. So, which one would you like to go along with?
Like general
Okay,
conversation.
I just want to know. You are free to, deny answering, but I just want to know in brief, like overall type. How many friends you have right now in your friend circle? Like, just give me a random number.
How many friends I have? Like I have a lot of school
Yeah,
friends,
friend circle. Like how big it is.
like 49, 50
Okay, let me
friends.
rephrase my question. I'm more keen into knowing about the friends you are in contact with right now. Not that sort of friends which were friends at a certain point of time, but right now you are not in contact with them. I'm asking about the active ones.
Active ones like 15, 20 maybe.
15 to
Um,
20.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like within a week I chat once at
Mm-hmm.
a week.
So are they the long distance friends or the friends which live nearby your
No,
place?
most of them are living from different, like in different
Mm-hmm.
districts in the state, in different districts.
Okay.
And two or three
Mm-hmm.
friends are
So you how often you can meet them? Like maybe not in person, even if you are in touch with over the calls or some other platforms.
like
How often do you talk with them?
how often? Weekly through video call on WhatsApp. We used to talk in the like
Okay.
when I joined the job or when I got the job.
Mm-hmm.
I, when then I used to talk to the random colleagues freely, but I nowadays I
Mm-hmm.
feel that I have to be more professional. I have to be more like more.
Mm-hmm.
I have to think a lot to make.
Okay. So it's more like the professional relationship. You are friends, but there is a professional angle involved.
You can't share something. You can't share something which is very secret or which is like you can share with
Mm-hmm.
your close friends, but you can't share with your colleagues. This is
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have
Okay.
many.
Mhm. All right, all right. So I got a good dramatic question for you. You must have heard this dialogue in Bollywood many times. A boy and a girl can never be friends. How much do you agree with that statement?
Like to
And be
certain
honest.
level, yeah. To be honest with you, like I think that whoever I have, they have already boyfriends, so
Mm-hmm.
there is no chance.
You are not giving any expectations, right?
Exactly. So keeping
Uh,
any expectations, it would be like
mm-hmm.
in vain actually.
Hmm. All right. So, let's say you got a girlfriend of yours and you had a breakup after that. And then the girl is again coming back to you and asking you for, let's be friends again or let's, patch up. So, is it really possible once your ex, be it a girlfriend or just a friend, did something wrong to you and yeah, it wasn't your fault? That person went because of his own reasons and then he's coming back. So, is it possible to get the same sort of relationship with that person?
Actually, I can't have such experience. But like
Yeah, you can
as
just
in,
imagine, like,
yeah,
we are
imagine.
just assuming a scenario.
Okay, to imagine this. Suppose if the person is still single, then there is a
Mhm.
high possibility to mingle again. Otherwise,
Mhm.
no. I think.
But don't you think the aspect here is involved what that person did something wrong to you and then he left? It wasn't your fault. It can be a friend. Let's say you were in sort of agreement regarding some matter with your friend and he dissed you. It can be a guy friend too. And then he's asking you for, hey, let's patch up, be friends again. So will it be possible from your end?
Mm, from my end, it would be very hard. But
Mm-hmm.
like I have heard this, like forgiveness is very
Mm-hmm.
kind. So in or in this scenario, she maybe
Mm-hmm.
like she may be taught or she taught something, some valuable lesson from
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
leaving me or leaving someone. So I think that she
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't repeat that. What do you
All
think?
right.
What?
Um, well, I'm kind of same like you. I had no experience regarding that. Like, I'm just asking the random question. But to be honest, from what I know about myself, I won't welcome any such person. I
Oh,
will be like crystal clear. You know, once you clock out from my circle, you clock out. That's it.
so, so.
Yeah.
That's
Unless there was some sort of misunderstanding. If he
mm,
can, defend and, give me the reasons. And if I consider them like, okay, it feels like those reasons are pretty valid, I might welcome.
oh,
But there is like 99% of the chance it won't happen. Never.
mm, okay, I understand.
Yeah, you have to put something straight when we already know like what kind of word this is. It's very cruel. People, they do ditch each other, they lie, and most of them are after something. They are literally either they are chasing money, popularity, or maybe if it's a guy, then they will be chasing a girl. It
Very
sounds quite
expensive.
absurd, but this is the kind of world you live in. So yeah, you need to be cruel at certain times.
Yes.
All right. So well, you must have heard about this phrase too often among the friends, like, "Hey, dude, you are just like my family member. We are just brothers." Blah blah blah. So making the friends equivalent to the family members, literally your brother. So, but we already know, like there is no blood relation, so they are pretty different. So that's my question. What makes friends different from family? At somewhere you will need to draw a line among the friends and family. So I'm asking about that line. What's the difference?
Actually, this may be tough question or this may be easier question. Like if you have
Mm-hmm.
close friends, then you can easily say that yeah, there is a certain line that you can draw from family members,
Mm-hmm.
and but when you think deeply something, then they see you can, like you can lend something, like you can lend money, the friend or friend,
Hmm.
you can borrow money from this friend. So this is another part. Like being friend, you have to help.
Whom do you trust more, your friend or your family? Like, I already know
Yeah,
the answer. Of course, you will trust your family, but
obviously.
I just want to know the reason. Like, why won't you trust your friend as much as you trust your family?
Here, I think that we are living with, like I am living with my family all the time. So and
Right.
also there is a blood relationship. But nowadays, I think that we have heard that there are a lot of feud in the
Hmm.
brothers, in own brothers, right? We have
Right, right. It's happening way a
property,
lot. Like nowadays,
yeah,
it's like in every single street you will see this kind of fight.
and sometimes a lot of feud. Like we want
Right.
to live peacefully, so that's why we separate from our own brother.
Hmm.
Sometimes it is like uh, nowadays it is very common. So that is very difficult.
Okay, but even
Yeah,
after all these reasons, which you told and which are quite true, I'm not denying that because we already know what kind of news comes out every single day. So, but still, you will go ahead with your family.
I will trust my family more
Yeah,
because
because you live with them, you live in their house. You cannot say, "Hey, I
I
don't
always
trust you." They will like
always
get out of here.
true, true. Yeah, yeah, that's so true. But yeah, I
Yeah,
always
you got
trust
trust
them.
issues. Find
And
your other home.
yeah, true, true. That's a good
Right.
like statement.
Okay. Well, it's time to wind it up. Do you have any questions for me before I
No, no.
jump to the feedback?
Yeah, it was really lovely session with you, and nice to see you again.
Yeah, well, same here. I do enjoy talking to you. And well, as for the feedback, well, I have noticed you were trying to translate those sentences, or I could say the answers, which you are not in familiar with. Like, and maybe I have told you, try to be familiar with a lot of situations when you are, especially practicing on the speaking part, because once you find, okay, this is the situation, I have seen it in a movie, or maybe I have read it somewhere, or maybe I listened to someone and he was explaining something similar, so you can borrow the content from that guy, you know and modify it a little, and then you can speak. So this process makes it quite easier. Start framing the sentence around the concept which you already familiar with. Try to just make a sentence around that. Or you can ask, or like, that's my literally the favorite phrase whenever I don't understand the question, or whenever I want to give them a hint, like, hey, I'm not aware about this, please ask something else. That's something you cannot say directly to someone. So you can use this trick. Hey, could you please rephrase your question? you
Oh,
know so either that guy will ask you in a way you can understand the question better, or he will simply change the question. That's what you can do. Just a little trick for my side. I used to do that in interview.
oh, cool.
All right. Okay. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
All right. Thanks for having me. Bye bye. See ya. Have a great day ahead.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too.